few days ago, we made 435k in a day. Enjoy the ride. I think everyone have something inside of them, what they want to do. They have like one idea, what they want to make it happen, and they know if they're doing it, they're really enjoying it. When I'm not feeling myself good and I'm not focused, then it's very, very hard to perform. Seeing the leader is weak, team will be weak as well.
Welcome to the Journey podcast, and this time we have a special edition because I'm here in Marbella with my client and e-com entrepreneur and ex-athlete. We're gonna dive into that deeper later. Let's say athlete for now. Karl, thank you for being here.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to your home in Marbella now. And yeah, it's a special edition because we are gonna cover things that never been shared. I know you, I think, a bit better than most people. You shared a lot with me. And so there are a lot of things that many people don't know about you. In the last 10 years, you've been very elite top sports, right? Now you're 2 years in e-com and a lot has happened. And it went very fast, all of that. So I'm very curious about the person behind all of this. And that's what I also share in the Journey podcast. It's like inspiring people, sharing their incredible journey. So now we're here. I want to start with, instead of telling who you are, is what keeps you busy lately? What's on your mind?
Yeah, like you told as well, I think. I have played handball very long time in a professional level as well. I'm really finding my way right now out from there, and happily I have found a lot of interesting things after handball. I quitted handball last year in January, where I injured my back super heavily, made a lot of rehab, but was not so easy. And then one moment I was like, should I make the operation or should I do not make it? And then this gave me also a little bit time to think, what I want in my life. And then I was like, I don't want to make operation. I'm still young. And then I was like, yeah, let's try the life without handball. Let's try to have the freedom to still be healthy, take care of your body, go to the gym and everything, but handball I couldn't play anymore. And then everything started, I would say, 1.5 years ago, where I really started to live a life a little bit without handball, start to understand who I want to have on my side, what I want to do exactly in my life. Because I was playing 20 years handball, 10 years in national team, 9 years outside of Estonia, and professional handball, or in general as well, professional athlete life is completely different than it is if you're building something for yourself and taking care of your body and managing your time in that way how you like it.
So you've played handball for 20 years?
Yeah, I think I started when I was 7-8 years old, something like that. And then for the high school, I went to sport gymnasium in Estonia, where I was playing handball at the same time, also doing schoolwork.
And take me back to when you were 7-8 years old. Was it always your dream to be a pro handball player? Or did you have different dreams when you were young?
I was doing a lot of different sports. But somehow handball was the thing what I think what was interesting and where I felt I really like to do it. And I really like what I'm doing as well. And I was performing also pretty well, I would say. I was always in the young national team. I was in the men's national team when I turned 17, I think, something like that. And then in one moment, of course, I had feeling or inside, of Karl was like, yeah, I want to be the best handballer in the world, and then I was super heavily focused on handball. I didn't care about school. I was like just training, just games, traveling a lot with handball. And that was it for a long time. I turned 19 when I went out from Estonia to Germany to play their handball. I was in Germany for 4 years. Then I went to Sweden. And then in Sweden time, actually, everything started also like behind handball, when I was like, okay, should I also study something? What I want to do after handball? But still, always like started to give everything. In Sweden was one of the best seasons what I had. I started to focus a lot for handball, for my body more. I started to learn my body better. It was like, I think I was like 23 years old back then. And then I made really well. But at the same time, I started to learn a lot of different things. So I had like super busy mind in that moment, but I was super focused because I was training very hard. I was eating very good. I was super healthy. I was really thinking what I want to do in my life. The focus was in place. And then I started to learn a little bit about e-commerce. Back then I was also thinking like, should I go and study something? And then I was like, doesn't matter, let's try it out for a year. Let's do how everyone or a lot of people are doing when, they want to build something for themselves. Let's start out with YouTube, look a lot of YouTube videos. Let's see something what is inspirational. And then that was the way how I started with e-commerce back then.
So at 23, you were in Sweden. That's where you start to discover other things next to handball, right? To do after handball. What made you think at that moment like about more? Because there are athletes that only do the sport for the whole life, but you thought something different. How come?
I think one of the biggest reasons there was salary. I didn't got so good salary there as well. And then at the same time, I saw that a lot of my friends, they are, earning more than me, or some of my friends who were playing handball, they have much better contracts than I have. But in sports, it is like that. If you're signing the contract, then you're signing like 1 year or 2 years, then it depends how is the contract. And then I signed 2 years and with this salary, and I was like, it doesn't matter how I perform on the court. I cannot increase my salary because I have already signed. Yeah. And this gave me like a lot of motivation how to earn more salary, because I wanted to live also normal life. It was salary where I could eat, I could train, I could do some things, but that's it. I couldn't save anything. And this was, I would say, a big motivational part behind it as well. I would say this was the biggest.
So you say you wanted a normal life. What were the struggles? What was one of your biggest struggles when you were playing handball full time and reach a certain level that you income wise, but you also played at a high level, of course. So what was Karl struggling with at age 20, 21, 22, 23? So traveling a lot.
Traveling a lot. I would say I was enjoying it a lot still. The only sad thing about it was, of course, the freedom. Like if you're a professional athlete, and in handball, it is like that your season usually starts beginning of July, mid of July. Then you're super busy until October. Then you have national team break. Then you go back again to your club. And then in the winter time, you have some break for like 2 weeks. And then also, if you're having the break from your club, then in that time range, you have Christmas, you have New Year, and after New Year, you are directly national team. So you don't have so much time to do nothing else. You're just completely focused on the sport and what you're doing. But if you want to do something cool in life, then you need to put a lot of time there, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work as well. And that's in some point it's normal. You cannot be a professional athlete, doing 3 times training per week and then having 1 game. It's same in business, I would say as well. You need to put a lot of hours in. You need to really get your work done. You need to really think about the ways how you can perform the best. In handball, you have different coaches for entrepreneurship. I have you on my side as well. And for me, I want to always perform the best. Think about the ways how I can be the most effective and how I can have the most focus. But a lot of that I have also learned from handball, from the sports, what I have done all my life.
Yeah. So freedom is the thing that you missed. I know athletes that, like football players, they are only playing football, cannot enjoy too much because they need to be on time at the club in the morning. And it's what most people don't see, right? In the background, you're actually like kind of suffering, but you want to reach that goal of being a pro athlete and living that life and being that. So that's, I can imagine that's quite of a constant battle, but you chose to learn something else and made it into ecom. What is a mindset or way of thinking that you adapted? You shared something this morning, actually, that you adapted from playing high level handball for many years with a lot of coaches that you brought into ecom and business as if now that really helped you.
Yeah, I told you as well, I think I have had like 50 different coaches in my handball career.
50, yeah.
I would say something like that. But I feel like you are always understanding how people are thinking, how also different coaches are taking things. And you always know who was the best coach, who was the worst coach you ever had in your career. And I feel also like I have analyzed it a lot in the entrepreneurship as well. Because I'm coach myself for the e-commerce team who I have right now. And at the same time, I'm also running 2 restaurants. So I really need to know how to coach my people who are working for my businesses. And sometimes I'm really just sitting down and I'm thinking how I would like to coach them, but how they would like to be coached from my side. Because if you want to grow something, I think I come from the sport background, then I have this mentality that you cannot grow alone. You need to grow with the team together. You can never reach your goals alone, I would say. Of course, it depends what kind of goals you have, but I've always been with this mentality that you need to enjoy it, first of all, of course. And to enjoy it, you can enjoy it just with some people around you, with people who know the company vision and goals, to do it with you together. I mean, it's also more fun, I'll say.
Definitely. And you brought this team, like the team spirit, that the team is super important into business. Let's go back, and I actually have something for you, and I'm gonna get it here. This week, you turned 29.
Yes.
You're still a young man. It's a very natural podcast, you know.
Wow. You wrote down some things? Thanks.
Yeah. So, well, this week he turned 29, and so it was the perfect timing. There was not the reason to come here, but it is what it is. I'm here and you were 29. So I have something for you, but I also want you to tell me if you see this, what comes up, what do you feel or think. So you can read what I wrote you later on. That's for you personally. But here are 2 pictures. One, you can see that was one of our first sessions, like 2.5 months ago. And the other one, and we'll show.
That's my brother, actually.
See, so I was like, who is this? But I got it. That's your brother. But you posted him in the first picture. So I was doubting if it was you, but it could be.
But we are same.
You look very much the same.
Super same.
So this is a picture of your brother 5 years ago. You posted it in 2021. This is 2026. Tell me, what do you think or feel when you see this picture of your brother? This is the start of your restaurant, right?
Yeah, we started the restaurant. Yeah, we started the restaurant with my brother, or I started the restaurant with my brother 5 years ago. We celebrated also the birthday, actually, now 8th of June. My restaurant turned like 5 years old.
5 years. Congrats.
This idea also we got actually from Sweden, and my parents also, like, my father was one of the first one who brought kebab to Estonia. And then we had the idea, and then I sat down with my brother, and then I was in Sweden this time playing handball, and then I got the opportunity to work in one of the best kebab places in Sweden. And I was there. I was 23 years old. I was in the kitchen there. I was working there for 3 months, I would say. I went there always like in the afternoon, like midday afternoon, and I was always like few hours there in the kitchen, and I was like trying to learn everything what I possibly can. And I was really like trying to understand everything what these chefs are there doing, because they were already doing kebab for like 20, 30 years. They grew up with kebab in their hand.
They came out with kebab.
And they made everything like so, like, yeah, they didn't make any mistakes or something like that. So I was like learning how they are doing the sauces, how they are marinating kebab there, how they are doing the dough, as example. I was doing there hundreds of pizzas until they accepted my pizza. I was always throwing the dough away. And then one moment, I always showed it for them. And they was like, no, there is a hole in the pizza. You cannot give it to the customers. And then I was like, okay. One moment they accepted that. They was like, oof, now I know, you know. And I was really like trying to learn everything there. And then my brother was in the same time in Estonia. Learned everything in my father's restaurant. And then we opened up in Estonia, in Tallinn, a restaurant. Now we have 2 of them. But in the beginning, it was like we were from Monday to Saturday there, from morning until 10, 11, I would say. We were every day there. We didn't have anything else. We were working like crazy there. It was really like physically hard working days. Not like you're sitting in the laptop 12 to 14 hours and you're doing hard work. You're like physically, you need to prep everything. You need to make food. You need to run the business in the same time. So you need to do everything. And we were in the beginning together, just me and my brother. And then we started to build out the team itself. But if I'm looking at 2 pictures, then it's like I'm seeing like, completely in the beginning, 0 thoughts, what will come out, like nothing. And now, if I'm looking at the second one, it's completely, of course, a lot of more thoughts, a lot of things, how I want to be as a person, I think. Of course, I'm also now 5 years older than I was before. And now, trying to be my best version of myself. With everything, what I'm doing, I've learned a lot of things from the restaurant part, and now what we're doing on the e-commerce side as well. Yeah, a lot of things what I have learned.
What do you feel if you look at this picture?
I feel that's like, just let's do it, you know? It's like, like I told as well, I think like 0 thoughts in the head, just let's do it. Let's see what comes out. Let's risk it. I'm always that kind of person. Let's risk it, doesn't matter. We have one life. Let's do it. in the same we were also if we were opening a restaurant. And I am also like, as a person with a sport background, I cannot lose. So I'm like, I want to be the winner. And everything what I do, I want to do it as the best. And with the restaurant was the same. A lot of friends of mine thought like, you know, you have in Tallinn 50 different kebab restaurants. Why you're opening one? I was like, I want to do the best in Tallinn. And now I would say we are one of the best one, 100%.
This picture reminds me of the best version of yourself. And you already had this entrepreneurial spirit, right? And also your father is in business. So it's in your DNA. So the performing at the top. What you're secretly reading the text already. But I wish you good luck because it's my very hard signature. I'll encrypt
trying to figure it out.
I'll
right
encrypt it for you later. If I write, it's a special code. I have to tell you and then you can read it. It comes from somewhere. It's in your DNA, in your spirit. What is one thing you believe leads you to mastery? Because in handball, mastery, and now in business, mastery. The restaurant, one of the businesses you have, and it's performing, it's doing very well. What is one of the skills you developed, or one of the things maybe subconsciously you do and now become aware of that leads you to mastery?
I think for me, if I see that I like it, or I like the idea, or I really think this will work, then it will work. I have really good gut feeling for that. The same goes to restaurant. I knew if we are doing good things, if you like what we are doing, the restaurant part I will say I've never made because of money. I really like what I'm doing with the restaurant. I really like to serve good food for all the customers. Same with handball. If you score the goal, and with the restaurant, if someone is ordering a delicious food, then you're also clapping, you're like, fuck, this meal was super, super good. Same with e-commerce part as well. I had from the beginning, I had crazy belief in that, in that specific product. And I was like, we need to make it work no matter what. And I don't give up before I haven't made it work. And I feel I have everything in my life with that mentality. Of course, I have had also different businesses and everything, but I'm feeling directly that it's super hard to make it work. If I wake up in the morning, then my eyes need to shine. I'm like, I want to do this work for that business. And if that's not the case, then in my opinion, it's hard also to make some kind of success with that. I know people who, if you're starting to learn something, then you want to earn money. But I feel like you need to have your own journey for that somehow. Not everything is in internet. You need to think about yourself as well, how you want to do these things. And I feel like these two things, we have made it super in a special way, in that kind of sense. How maybe other people haven't made. That's my theory.
Your vision. So deep belief, I hear deep belief. You really believe this is going to work out, and you put in hard work and perseverance. And one thing is very important, that you don't focus on money. And I personally believe that's why you're so successful, because your motive is not money. Your motive is you like to do it and you want to add value, right? And you said something about, you said hard work. It is hard work. Describe what makes it hard work. What does it mean to you?
I mean, hard work in business, you have always tasks what are easier to do and what are harder to do. In handball, as example as well, you have trainings what are easy and what are harder ones. But always the harder trainings, they teach you more. The harder tasks, they teach you more. And in the end, the more harder things you're doing, the more success you're having as well. And that's also one of the key things what I have tried to have always in my mind. Try to fix it. Try to do the hard things first.
So you know there are hard things in business and you make sure you do them first. Because many people say you have to work harder and then you become more successful. Do you agree on it? Or would you say it's not only hard work?
I would say you need to have your own idea of success, what kind of success you want to have. And if you have that, if you know your real vision, then you will make it work anyway. Then if someone is inviting you somewhere, you don't go. Mm-hmm. You work on your things, you work on your vision, what you want to achieve in your life. If you don't know it, it's hard, I would say. Mm-hmm. I have been also struggling sometimes with that. Mm-hmm. But every time when I'm sitting behind the desk and then I'm thinking like what I really want, then everything gets super clear for me. Mm-hmm. I don't regret some things, what I regretted before, as example. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
What have you regretted before?
We have also spoken, I think, in our sessions. But it's always like you have your friends, they're inviting you somewhere, you want to go there, mm-hmm. then you're thinking about it. I'm also personally a little bit that person where I'm like, sometimes I make a decision and then I'm not happy with that, mm-hmm. as example. But a lot of people have it, but then I'm like trying to fight against it a little bit as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah. A lot of things are happening and I'm really like also trying to learn everything in that moment where I am and really trying to analyze all the decisions what I have made in my life mm-hmm. to not make them twice.
You learn from it, yes.
Trying to learn.
Yes, and now you also know what's important to you, why you do it, and that it can live next to each other, that you don't need to choose this or that all the time. That you can find a balance and it's not 50-50, you know it. Mm. And now you seem to make choices fast. And now you make choice fast and easier. So let's talk about success. What does success mean to you, first of all? What is your definition of success?
Like success you can take in two ways, for me at least. One success is materialistic success. Second one is like how you want to feel it.
Like personal?
Yeah, like more personal level, I would say. For me, I'm really like right now, like on the personal level success, trying to really like have on my side people with who I'm feeling super happy, who have similar mentality what I have, because in that sense, I'm feeling like I am. It will also push me forward in the business as well. Like as example with handball, I could never choose people on my side. I always got the contract from a team and then I needed to go there. It doesn't matter who are your teammates, but you got a good offer from the team. So you went there. Of course, sometimes you were like also analyzing, okay, how is the team and blah, blah. But most of the cases, if you have a good contract, the team is performing good, then you're going there. But you never can think about the people who you want to have on your side. And now it's like completely opposite, I feel. Like last 1.5 years, I have been like focusing a lot on that part for who I would really like give my energy and who are really the people who make me happy. Who are the people who really can educate me, who are the people who can listen to me, who have the similar goals than me. And if you have all of that, then you have the success, for me at least.
And then personal success for you is like feeling good around the right people, right? Like having the right people around you that understand you and you feel you can be yourself fully, express yourself. Business-wise, you are in ecom for 2 years now, together, if I can say, with your business partner, right?
I would say like 2.5.
Yeah, very short.
Yeah, very short. 2.5 years ago, I started with this business that I'm having right now. Before I had in Estonia one e-commerce business as well. was also pretty successful in Estonia. At least everyone knew the brand, and because of that, I could also start with more restaurants. I needed again money somehow to open the restaurants, and then I was like,
you're funding eco money.
But then, of course, if I was running the restaurants, doing sports, super heavy. I mean,
I can imagine. How did you manage all of that? So, playing handball, high level, traveling, working out, eating healthy, sleeping on time, running a restaurant, running ecom, all in 24 hours in a day, and people say they don't have time. I think it's good to reconsider this. How did you manage that? Could you even manage it?
Yeah, this was actually this situation where I was in one club in Germany, super good club actually. But then I had all these three things: restaurant, handball, and e-commerce, and girlfriend.
And girlfriend. Yes. That's
and I was really like struggling a lot because I couldn't of course, if you're playing like professionally, then you're having always in the morning training, you're having also evening training, and then you need to run your restaurant, you need to do the e-commerce, you need to give like everywhere energy. And then one moment I was completely like squeezed out from all the energy. And then I was like, I need to say no for, some things. I decided to say no for handball. I was like, I was confused. I didn't know also like what's the right decision. You never know in the end in life what's the right decision, because I still love to play handball. And then I quitted like handball from the German club because I had actually one more year. But then I got actually a super good offer from Kuwait, and I was living in the end 3 years in Kuwait. But Kuwait was like super good combination with my businesses what I'm having right now. And then it was like easier to manage everything. I had time also for my family. I had time for my friends in Estonia. I had time to run the businesses. And then I was like, in one moment I was like, let's try out Kuwait for 1 year then. Actually, I don't know. I had like somehow like, I don't want to play anymore, but still I have played it all my life. And if I'm playing with national team, I'm enjoying every moment on the court. If you're playing for your country, then it's like this feeling, it's like hard to get with something.
So you were struggling, you were managing a lot at the same time. So I can imagine it was too much, and you decided to like say no to handball at that moment and decided to focus fully on the business. And from there, you started to do e-com, the business, and then you got into this e-com brand. And now at this point, like fast forward 2.5 years, and you do 8 figures a month. That's more than 10 million a month. And there are almost no people that do this within 2.5 years. What do you believe is required to actually do those numbers and also maintain them and keep growing steadily? For this, what decision did you make at the first day? You started this brand, and you always started with like a vision, right? With a decision. What decision did you make? I'm curious about it. I never ask you.
I told you as well in the beginning, I had like so big belief in myself because I was facing the same problem myself. And I had like big vision for that from beginning. Now it have been shifted, of course, a lot. And I have been really thinking like, what's the real vision behind it? But I want to, if I'm doing something, then I want to do it like with everything I have, everything what I can offer with that business as well. I really enjoy what I'm doing. We are having now like super good team, the real Champions League team who could play in the Final Four.
of the handball league. The best one.
Inside the handball
Champions League.
Exactly, yeah.
You're operating in Champions League.
Yeah. But then, in one moment, if you want to grow something so fast, then you need a lot of people around you. You need the best people around you. And there are we right now. Of course, we are also not doing everything perfectly.
Yeah.
But I feel we are like in the super good path right now. In the really good momentum. I feel everyone who is working right now for the brand, they're working like there is no tomorrow. Eyes are red, doing everything for the brand. I'm also trying to be myself the best coach for them. I'm really like trying to move to the visionary part a little bit, where before I was really like putting a lot of hours in, but now I'm more like, okay, who could put all these hours in what I'm putting right now? And really like trying to understand that. But still, I will say right now, very excited times are coming ahead. We are also doing a little bit rebranding to really like showcase for all the team members what is the real vision actually behind the brand itself. As we have scaled so fast, and it's like usually in e-commerce when it's working, double down on that and do it again. We have been there right now a long time, and then a few months ago we were like, let's really like sit down and think about like what's the so big vision that it's even for us big to believe, like hard to believe. Now we are launching it in a week already. I'm also like very, very excited times right now with
a lot happening,
a lot of things happening. Super thankful that we are so far with everything. But let's see what the future will bring.
Yeah, great. So it's almost hard to believe. What is a record day you've done?
As we are omni-channel, heavily also in Amazon part, not only like Shopify part. And a few days ago, on my birthday actually, we made 435K in a day.
Look, guys, that's literally killing the game. On your birthday, so it's a birthday present.
Yeah, that was one of the, I don't know, not the best birthday gift, I would say. I had all my friends around me.
See.
That made me happy.
Exactly. You know how important the right relationships are, because you can have great success, because it can go up and down. And if your mood is dependent on that, then your emotions are in charge. So I like this part about you, that you stay very grounded and humble. That's one of the things that makes you successful and also a human being. What I want to know is, when you hit those numbers, what most people do maybe in a year or more, I have a few brands that do this, but not on a daily, you know. What needed to change in you to go from, doing 6 figures a month to 8 figures a month? What needed to change in you as a person? What did you need to upgrade about Karl?
I think like first things are you need to really understand where you are putting your focus and your time. If you're hitting these numbers, then a lot of things are happening.
Yeah.
This is like first time hitting these numbers, then you really need to understand where to put your energy. You need to really like take a piece of paper, write on the paper all your tasks, what you're doing, and think about ways how someone else can execute these tasks for you. And I feel I have been in this position now for like 2-3 months, where I'm really like trying to understand what are really the tasks, what I'm doing. And I'm also right now in that position, how I can really motivate the team, how I should speak with the team, how to make them work, that they have feeling that they're building something super big. And there also the vision comes into the place, what we are also putting together right now, because if they don't know it, then they don't have the real road on like how they are working then, or what's the main purpose they're working actually for the brand. I feel when they know it, then they know also that we want to change the world. This kind of sense, you know, how everyone likes to say it.
What do you mean?
With their brand, you know, everyone is starting to brand, and like we want to change the world. In some specific things, it doesn't matter if you're doing like supplements or if if you're doing a clothing brand as example, and then you're like, yeah, we're doing it because of that, blah, blah. Yeah, but they need to know it.
The team
need to know it. They need to be motivated.
They are.
You need to have super good systems in place that everything is so clearly as possible. You cannot be the bottleneck yourself anymore. That's also a very big thing for me as well, where when I mapped out all the things what I was doing, then I tried to move away from the operational part that I really gave responsibility for like chief of staff, for like one who was like then responsible all the messages what I was getting, and I really tried to teach her everything what I knew on my side for now like 2-3 months, that I can really move the needle on the upper part of the business. Because otherwise I was always in Slack, I was always everywhere. I'm still right now there, but not so much when I was before. But it's an interesting journey. A lot of new things, I would say. But I have very good mentors on my side who are also helping us a lot. Vince and Nick and Bob as well. Yeah, I have learned from them a lot, and without them we could never be here where we are, because they have operated already in higher level. And also I would really recommend, if you're starting to do some higher numbers, then you 100% need someone who have experience in that level before as well, because you cannot make all the mistakes. If you're doing all the mistakes, then it's very hard to be successful so fast. You need to learn always from the mistakes, but try to avoid some mistakes what other people have done already.
What mistakes? First of all, of course, you need a great team around you. You have it. So also a part of your success is, of course, the mentors around you, and they are doing a great job. What is a mistake you often see? To be very honest, with entrepreneurs in e-com, or maybe in general, actually, why they don't scale, or why they feel super stressed and cannot enjoy the journey. You know, the typical problems. Often people want to scale, but they cannot carry it always. What do you think? What do you see? What's one thing that most people should change?
I feel, if I'm honestly, I have seen a lot of different brands. A lot of brand owners, they're really scared to hire maybe more people than they need. If you don't even need someone, but you see a value there. For me, I have this mentality. If I see a high value on that person, and I have this opportunity to work with the person, then I'm trying it out. I have some kind of good feeling for that. And in that way, we have found a lot of new A players actually to our team, because these people, they really want to prove themselves inside the team as well. If you're doing right now any this position, it's very hard to find a good A player for that position. And this is also some mistakes what we have done as well. We are okay, we need this person, let's try to hire this position, and then we have hired this position, and then we don't know also ourselves what this position exactly need to do, because we don't have right KPIs in place, right goals for that person in place. And now we are everything trying to really make so good systems as we possibly can for everyone who is in the team, trying to make everything so clear as possible, trying to have or having for all the departments right KPIs that we can track as well. That these are things where we have put a lot of focus in the last 3-4 months. But of course we are very meta ads, paid ads driven brand. So the more hungrier your creative team is, actually, the better bonus structure your creative team has. The higher the quality for the creatives are as well, I would say.
Great loop, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And we are also putting now a lot of effort to the creative part where really we are focusing more like 10 top creatives than 100 just something what we're launching, running also a lot of like quality checks, trying to really like push out this creative that's like 100% the killer. If it's not, then we will not showcase that for Mark.
All right, we're almost wrapping up, but not yet. Is that you came to me like 2.5 months ago. So of course I want to know what your next goal is, if you want to share. Actually, you just shared a few very, very important things to scale and grow your business, I believe so. But the fear is holding people back. Fear is a big thing in life and business. You came to me, share like what the reason was why you decided to work with me, and also how you experienced it. How did you grow since working one-on-one?
I had also, when I was playing handball, I had also a mental coach on my side, and I felt it was helping a lot. In the same was in business actually. I felt in one moment, or I was always thinking like when I'm in this position where I could have someone on my side or like who could really like help me to perform the best, and who could really like understand my life in and out, with who I can share everything what I'm having, but also have this kind of knowledge. This was like heavily the thing what I was thinking like would be the next one for me. Because when I'm not feeling myself good and I'm not focused and I really like don't know my vision and I'm not reflecting every week, then it's very, very hard to perform and lead like 70, 80 people team. When they're seeing the leader is weak, then the team will be weak as well. But I would say you have made super good job there. I really appreciate that, and I think it's one of the best decisions, 100%. What I have made. Of course, for you also, I think every week trying to understand me better and better. But for me as well, I have also like found some parts what are weaker, what are stronger, how we can make these parts better, how we can use the stronger parts even more. Yeah.
Appreciate the words, because I never asked you, in 2.5 months, because for me, helping you grow and develop and be the best you can be, but really you. So not a made version, but really the you version. That's my main goal. And so that's why I'm always focused on it. One last question I want to ask about it that I'm curious about is like, what is one thing that have helped you the most? What is one thing that we worked on, changed? And I never go into personal stuff because it's private. You can share if you want, but if not, share the thing that you believe that really made you grow, that was really important for you, that you struggled with, and then, made a change. We made a change on it.
A lot of different things, because I feel like like every week we are like trying to analyze the week, how it was, and then I'm telling you the problems, what they're having. And then we are also like trying to understand why these kind of problems are happening, or like what subconscious mind is saying. Yeah. And I think also like you're really like the person who helps to have the focus so sharp as possible.
I try.
Yeah. But you're doing it very good, I would say.
Thank you.
But I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs, they're like, you need to have someone with who you are sharing. Like for me, myself, I don't know, some people have girlfriends on their side, as example. I don't have it right now. So I felt really I need someone with who I bounce like all my life, who understands my life in and out, and who could really like help me with that. And this job you have made very well.
Thank you. So Hypnosis did a lot of good. How would you describe Hypnosis for the people? Because you're very grounded. Yeah, if you're a little bit easygoing, so not like woo-woo. How would you describe Hypnosis, or how did you experience it? You always enjoy it when we do it, right? I get it.
I mean, you're like more listening. Yeah, you're more like calmer, I would say. You don't take like all the things so seriously that this is like what I'm feeling. And you're really like in the moment, and you're really like trying to understand why everything is happening, and you're super grateful for everyone who is around you. And you're also like less stressed, I would say. You're really like in the moment, and you're understanding why this kind of thing is stressing me out.
Yeah.
These are like the main things, I would say.
Okay, well, I'll explain. Like, I notice it. You always feel good after, right? And way calmer. Yeah, it actually does that. But I'm not gonna dive into that now. Last thing, what is the next goal? What is Karl's vision from here? Where, if I would talk to you in 1 year again, where do you want to be?
Yeah, business-wise, we want to build something huge, something very, very big. We have like very big goals for the business. But in 1 year, I have exactly 1 year to go. Then I'm 30. To do what I'm loving, to really like enjoy the moment where I am, and to surround myself with the people who give me that energy, what I need in this life.
To close off this podcast, I always ask one thing. Imagine Elon Musk takes you to SpaceX, and you can leave only one message. There's only one message, this podcast. And you leave one message for every person, entrepreneur, whoever you want to share it with. And it's one thing that's straight out of your heart, out of your soul, that you really want to give to people. Whatever it is, what is one thing or two things that you want to leave people with to end? And you leave to SpaceX and we'll not see you again.
I think enjoy the ride, what you're having, or if you don't have, then I think everyone have something inside of them, what they want to do. They have like one idea, what they want to make it happen, and they know if they're doing it, they're really enjoying it. But a lot of people are aware to make this happen. They're thinking like what other people are thinking, or they're scared to take the risk. But I'm like, yeah, I would say just do it. What can happen? Like you can think about your worst scenarios, what can happen in that case. Just do it and don't look back on that. If you know the vision, everything gets clear.
Clear. Note it down. There's a lot of depth in it. So thank you so much. Appreciate this. It's the first time we ever did this and you really opened up. So I appreciate it. Thank you for watching or listening. I found it a great conversation. I'm still learning English always. Was really good, and a lot of valuable lessons for ecom as a person, entrepreneurship, for athletes, I believe. And if you like this, if you had value, if you took value out of this, like, subscribe, and give a comment, something you want to share with Karl or me. We will add his Instagram, mine Instagram here, and see you at the next episode of the Journey podcast.
Thanks for inviting me.
Nice. Thank you so much, bro.